The C-SPAN networks bring you long-form public affairs programming from the nation's capital and are a public service of your television provider. C-SPAN, created by cable.
David Ward of the National Portrait Gallery. Tell me about this photo.
Hi, thanks for coming in. It is Inauguration Week, as I think everybody knows now. This is Donald Trump as a businessman in 1989 by the photographer Michael O'Brien. The Portrait Gallery, of course, celebrates and recognizes the people who are making and have made American history through biography and portraiture. And one of the things that we have is the complete collection of all of the presidents, from Washington to soon President Obama. And what we do when the new president arrives is we put up a portrait of them as president-elect, as a courtesy, as a celebratory moment, as a moment in which we pause and recognize the changing administrations. Americans tell time by presidential administrations, and we feel that it's a part of our duty in recognizing contemporary history to show the incoming president. This is a very nice portrait of Mr. Trump as a businessman in the late 80s. You will notice the apple, the big apple of New York, in which he was instrumental in the property boom of that decade, which even continues to this day, the foundation of his political and television success. It is in our collection of recognizing Mr. Trump just because of his prominence, not because of his unexpected rise to the presidency. We acquired it from a donor who had collected Michael O'Brien's portrait images. And we've put it up to mark the beginning of his term. What we will mark at the end of his term when he leaves office is that we work with the White House, as we are right now with the Obama White House, to create an original work of art with a fine artist. And that will become the official portrait of the president. And that will hang in America's Presidents, our exhibition hall on the second floor, which begins with Washington and goes through all 44 of them, soon to be 44 of them. But that will occur at the end of his term. But this marks the beginning of his term as president.
Why was this particular photo chosen?
Well, the simplest answer there is because we have it. It was in our collection because we pay attention to contemporary history, and we had recognized Mr. Trump's prominence in business. If we do not have a portrait of the president, the president-elect, and we don't always, we will borrow one, but we were happy to have this one. We have several other images. They were drawings, they're smaller, they're not quite as appropriate an image as this one is. And we like this one because it's a very fine portrait photograph by Michael O'Brien of the businessman Trump.
Why was this location chosen for this photo?
This particular room, the area right at the entryway of the G Street, the north side of the National Portrait Gallery, is where we do special recognition. We have a celebrate wall if somebody wins, like Bob Dylan was just up for winning the Nobel Prize for Literature. This is also our in memoriam wall when somebody like Nancy Reagan passes away. If we have their portrait in our collection, we will put them on display. So this is our kind of one of our swing spaces where we do it. It's easy to move. It's easy to repaint the wall, repaint the signage, and this is the area. And of course, it's in the entry hall, so it's one of our more prominent, frequently visited spaces.
Did Mr. Trump have a say in what you chose for this?
No, we do not consult with any of our sitters. We do try to maintain our independence as an art museum and as a history museum. We know that he likes the portrait. It was used as the cover for his second book, Surviving at the Top, 1990, and so we assume that, we know that he likes it, but he had no say in doing it. We are a nonpartisan organization, and it's our job to recognize contemporary history without fear or favor.
Thank you very much.
Sure, thank you. Pleasure to have you.